Good morning, my name is Alexandra Tribe and I'm a solicitor at Expatriate Law. I'm here today with Stephanie Coker, a barrister who specialises in international enforcement issues. Stephanie practices at 5 St Andrews Hill Chambers. So good morning, Stephanie. Thank you for discussing these issues with me. Firstly, tell me a bit about the enforcement of family law maintenance orders in England after Brexit. How have things changed?
So prior to Brexit, we had the maintenance regulation, and that was a route to enforce orders directly in other member states. So since leaving the EU, we're no longer a member now, and that doesn't apply anymore. However, if you have proceedings that were started prior to the transition period, that date being December 30th, 2020, then the regulation applies. If it was started after that date, again, the main proceedings, then the Hague Convention applies.
Okay, thank you. So thinking about maintenance, what exactly does maintenance mean? Is there a definition of it?
Well, the regulation doesn't actually define maintenance. It comes from case law. But the main definition, understanding of it, is that it refers to awards that deal with needs. So if you have an order dealing with property sharing or other things, that's not maintenance for the regulation purposes.
Okay.
So it has to deal with needs.
Okay, thank you. And apart from proceedings issued after the end of the transition period, when else will the Hague Convention apply?
So there are countries that are signatories to the Hague Convention, so it will apply in those circumstances, and also to the USA as well. That now applies because they signed, they were signatory from 2017.
Okay, so we'll put a link to those Hague Convention countries under the video so that you can work out whether your originating order is one of those countries. So what types of cases will this route apply to?
So three categories. The first one are parent-child maintenance obligations, where a child is under 21. The second is where you have a spousal support decision, but that needs to be applied alongside parent-child maintenance obligations. And finally, spousal support. So those are three categories.
Okay, that covers quite a lot. Thank you. And what links do you need to England to be able to enforce a maintenance order here? What jurisdictional criteria?
So the payer has to be resident in England and Wales, that's one, or they have assets that belong to the payer in this jurisdiction and they must be susceptible to enforcement. So those are your two criteria. Okay,
so the payer lives here, works here, or has property or other assets here?
Exactly.
Okay, that's helpful. So, Stephanie, apart from the Hague Convention, what other routes for enforcing foreign maintenance orders are there?
So there's part 1 of the Maintenance Orders Act 1972. There's the Maintenance Order Act 1920, the Foreign Judgments Act 1933, and the Administration of Justice Act 1920. So those are your 4 routes. Alternatively, there are some countries that don't actually have arrangements to enforce. For example, countries in the Middle East, Far East, Africa, South America. In those circumstances, you need to use a common law rules, and you have a limitation period to actually register those orders from the date that they're made. Okay,
so there's lots of different options for enforcing foreign orders in England, and it's important to get the advice as to what route is best for your particular order and most efficient.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Stephanie and I often work together. I'm a solicitor and Stephanie's a barrister to advise clients on enforcement issues. So if you have a maintenance order that needs to be enforced in England and you want some guidance, please do get in touch and we'd be pleased to assist you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Stephanie.
Thank you.